Okay, motor vehicle and radio fans. Let's talk about this Ford F250 SD truck, which SD stands for spy devices. There are four that I know of paths for in and out communications, real time, including satellite and cellular and Wi Fi. This vehicle is designed to be able to spy on you, and I'm not being conspiratorial. I talked with a Ford rep last year. Ford's totally screwed the pooch on doing safety inspections on this, even under NHTSA. But the Ford rep says, we can't see your vehicle diagnostic information. I laughed. I said, yeah, that's on purpose. I said, I'm an RF engineer, and I've turned off all that crap. And she said, you're not the only one. It is possible, for someone somewhere to try to do a remote firmware upgrade, screw it up, and brick the controller and leave you stranded. Or maybe about as bad, it is absolutely possible to download software, kill the thing out of warranty, and you got to go buy another controller. And unless you have some serious computer forensics ability, it would be difficult for me to even do it. But you have no chance of catching them at it. It's a perfect scam. And by the way, I've caught 3 or 4 dealers selling the wrong power steering fluid for this vehicle, which would destroy the system. All 3 of them tried to lie their way out of it. The first 2 communication paths are up there on the back of the roof. See the two black devil's horns, I call them? One's a sat antenna, one's cellular. And realize a cell antenna in your cell phone would fit on your little fingernail with ease. So there's those 2 things. There goes Radio Cat. Hi, Radio Cat. Back here on the back of the vehicle, we have spy device right here. The camera, which is not a rear-looking camera. If it was a rear-looking camera, it wouldn't be designed so it can look up and record your face. There's a devil's horns up there. How to defeat the devil's horns. If you want to defeat the rear camera, just cover it up, or scratch off the put tape over, or scratch the upper part of the camera lens. And I've got to put you down for a second to get this seat back down. Okay, back here behind the jump seat, the single seat, you'll see the latch for the jump seat, and then you'll see a recess here. There's a communications module there. There are 2 antenna connectors here. Unplug them. That makes that unit blind, deaf, and dumb. That's the SAT and the cellular. It shows up on diagnostic scans at the dealer. The dealer told me, yeah, those are disconnected. I said, yep, they are. And they're going to stay that way. So that's accessed by pulling this loop out here. So that's pretty easy. The camera, cover it up. In here on the dash, there is, on the left side of the display, there's a gears icon. Access that and turn off the Wi-Fi, and turn off everything Wi-Fi. But what they're not telling you, what they're deliberately hiding, and what you cannot see, is that us people old school look at that black thing up there with the holes in it and think that's a speaker. Well, no sound comes out of it. That looks like a 3-inch speaker grill. Hiding up inside there is a satellite antenna. They're deliberately concealing it from you, because on the windshield, I don't know if you can see it here, you can see the pattern. See the black mat? That's transparent to microwave, but up in there is a microwave antenna. And going outside, out here in the blinding sun, you can probably see the piece of aluminum foil tape I put over the port. So cover that up, occasionally change it, because the windshield wipers will run over it and eventually dislodge it. So, spy on me? No. Blind, deaf, and dumb. The first thing I did when I got this truck home was not send pictures up to my friends. I parked it under the big metal shed roof and defeated all these communications features. So there's how to stop them from spying on you, and they literally can. Everywhere you go, they can put you on camera. They've got your cell phone number, which is linked to your social security and your credit card numbers. They've got everything about you and can track you everywhere. And they can also wreck your computer modules. So real simple to defeat these things. I highly recommend you do it.